What's up everybody and welcome to another exciting lesson of the Shit Skater Academy. What do you think about the skateboarding movies? Do you think are popular movies? The truth is that skateboarding and cinema have been connected for years. And we are not just talking about the skateboarding video parts that most pro skaters have. It's also about the skateboarding stories that have made it to the big screen and transcended the sport itself. Today we're talking about skateboarding and movies, so let's get relaxed and be ready, because today we show you 5 of the most iconic skateboarding films ever made. First, I want to talk about one of the most successful and iconic skateboarding videos ever made by pros: The Search for Animal Shin. This movie is basically a big journey of the legendary Bones Brigade skateboarding team. In this journey, the Bones Brigade team travel around California, Nevada, and Hawaii while they look for a wise skateboarding master called Animal Shin. It was also the first skateboarding video to feature a plot rather than just showing what pro skaters are capable of. This movie is about the concept of fun in skateboarding, and every skater will enjoy it.
Does it really ever say?
Obviously the story was loosely based on the search for fun.
Shin is just like a mythical person to represent fun. It's been 30 years, we're still searching for him on a daily basis.
Now, a little innocent spoiler of the film. In the last scene of the video, the Bones Brigade members find a bird in the middle of the desert.
Look, there's a junkyard right there.
Right there, dudes. That's too big to be that it. No way, dude. That has to be it.
This bird, which was destroyed 3 days after the filming, is known as the most iconic skate ramp of all time, featuring the first and only bird spine ever made.
The spine, I want to tell you, that spine was difficult.
But the story doesn't end here, because 30 years later, Tony Hawk decided it was time to build a replica of the original Animal Shin ramp, and in essence, get back the band together to recreate historic photos and video of the Bones Brigade shredding on the long-lost ramp. This is the Bones Brigade team skating the new Animal Shin ramp in 2016.
We are the same, like as we were kids. We have all the same characteristics in different ways, but the real characteristic is there. It makes it that much better.
Our second movie on this list was also released in the 1986, Thrashing, one of the most iconic skateboarding films of all times, featuring actor Josh Brolin in one of his first big acting roles. The movie narrates the story of Corey Webster, a young skater that aspires to win a downhill skating competition. Corey Webster represents how a very passionate skater like you can achieve very big and ambitious goals. The strongness of the perseverance and discipline of Corey is something that will inspire you to achieve your own skate goals. So if you are looking for some inspiration, this film is something you need to watch. But not all the skateboarding films are about a bunch of skaters looking to go pro. and this is the case of our third movie in the list, Paranoid Park, year 2007. This dramatic skate film tells the story of Alex, a teen skater who fights a security guard and accidentally kills him with his board. Welcome to the Paranoid Park.
About a month later, halfway through math class, there was an announcement.
Take a look at these pictures and you're going to understand why we're here.
Was it a horrible accident or was it murder?
Even though this film features skateboarding heavily, the story revolves around the nonsense of this teenager and the guilt he feels after the accident that changed his life. So if you are tired of playing all the skateboarding videos, check this movie for a deep story.
If you have anything to add, I want you to give me a call, all right? Can you do that?
And talking about the rebel side of skateboarding, we have our 4 recommendations for you. Dogtown and Sea Boys, a documentary directed by the legendary Californian skateboarder Stacy Peralta in 2001.
There is a place where America's manifest destiny collides into the Pacific Ocean. A place where the fabled Route 66, the roadway of American dreams, terminates. This is Dogtown.
With archive footage, this movie shows how these skaters start to push the boundaries of skateboarding by taking on dry pools all over Venice Beach and California. With these stunts and daring acts, the Sea Boys start to shape skateboarding into the big deal that it is today. This film is a must for anyone who is interested in the history of skateboarding. And now for our final skate film recommendation, we have a true and a very dark story. Stuck, the rise and fall of Gator.
When I first met him, he must have been like 14, and he was skating pro.
He was really serious about it because you could see it in his eyes.
Kids loved him. They would just run past me and go to Gator. Gator, Gator, Gator all the way, yeah!
He was always like, top 3, top 5. One of the best all-around skateboarders ever in the history.
This critically acclaimed documentary tells the story of Mike Rogowski, Gator, one of the most important professional skateboarders of the 80s and the early 90s. His rise to fame and fortune led him to a life of excesses, drugs, and alcohol.
When Gator was drinking, anything could happen. What are you laughing at?
What do you do with yourself when your fame's gone?
I thought that Mark and I would get married and live happily ever after.
And his skateboarding career ended when he was sentenced to prison in 1991 at the age of 25 for the murder of Jessica Bergsten, a fellow friend of his former girlfriend, Brandy McLean. Even though it's a dark story, Stuck, the rise and fall of Gator is one of the best skateboarding films ever made. And that's it for today, guys. Have you watched any of the skateboarding films we recommend in this video? Which was the movie recommendation did you like the most? Tell us in the comments below. We want to know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys learned something new, and if you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends and then subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos.